distinguished colleagues, like Senator Gobir, I rise to support this bill. And in supporting the bill, I want to say that agriculture is the surest way for us as a country to create employment and also generate wealth. We did it before in the 50s and 60s and the 70s. And our economy, even though not as big as it is today, but was stable. Our societies and communities were not only productive, but peaceful, because people had something to do. Having said that, I believe that when we want to encourage commercial agriculture, with perhaps only between 2 to 5% of Nigerians engaged, we must never forget the fact that over 95% of our farmers are peasant farmers in court. And what we need to do is to ensure that we don't forget the peasant farmers. The last administration had some programs. The CBN then had about 200 billion naira, but even the first tranche ended up in the pockets of people who were not farmers. Some funds went to the states. The states gave out such funds to political party stalwarts, the big commercial farmers around the government houses. And I believe that we need to be very careful. If we have to go through the same way, we go through the central bank and what channel we used before, we may end up suffering the same fate. So we need to have really safeguards to ensure that funds are given to those who are genuinely commercial farmers. And even in this Senate, I know of one. At least distinguished Senator Excellency Abdullah Adamu is a commercial farmer, and Senator Bukar Abba Ibrahim also, and Senator Aleru and Senator Abu Ibrahim, and Senator Ike Yukoramadu, the DSP. All of us here are commercial farmers. In court, perhaps we have to define who a commercial farmer is, if everybody here is. But, Mr. President, I also believe that giving people funds will not be enough, because agriculture itself is a very high-risk venture, and therefore you need insurance. We need insurance because you can take money and then the money may not deliver because of the vagaries of the weather and so on and so forth. So perhaps we need to look at the NAEC, the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I don't need to bore us with details, but it's a shame that after so many agricultural revolution programs, Nigeria still has only food reserve of 300 to 400,000 metric tons, which we can finish maybe in 2-3 days, and especially because we are poultry across the country, may not last, definitely not a week. So we need to do something. But we should help our peasant farmers as well. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the opportunity.
Senator Wamako.